Hey guys, it's Aaron. Welcome back to SketchUp Square One, where we cover the basics of SketchUp. So this is a great spot to start if you're new to SketchUp, or if you're self-taught and maybe need a way to cover the official basics. We're going to take a look today at one of my favorite tools, which is the line tool. Let's hop right in. Okay, so the line tool, you can get to the line tool a couple different ways. The toolbar, the default toolbar across the top does have it right here. It's this little pencil icon. It's also available in the large tool set, which of course you can pull up by going to View, Tool Palettes, or on Windows it'll be Toolbars, and turning on the large tool set. It's right here, again, just the pencil icon. So you can click on that and you'll get it. In the default toolbar at the top, you can see there's a little arrow next to it. If you click and hold on that, you'll get the option to switch between line and freehand. We'll come back to freehand in a minute. Right now, I really want to just look at line. There's also a shortcut key. By default, the shortcut key for the drawing a line tool is the L key on your keyboard. So if you're in a different command and want to real quickly switch to drawing lines, you can just hit L. All right, so the line tool is very simple. I'm going to click 2 points, and it's going to draw a line between those 2 points. Very, very easy. So we're going to start with something, it's a basic concept, but something that you definitely want to get the hang of. And that is how to click your mouse. I know this sounds silly, but what I want to do is get in the habit of clicking your left mouse button and then releasing to pick a point. So click and release, as opposed to clicking and holding down the line and dragging it. We're going to click release. So right now, as I move this around, I'm not holding down a mouse button. This is so much easier. So many times people get in trouble when they try to drag and they accidentally release when they're not ready to. This prevents you from accidentally drawing a line where you don't want. Click and release, and then move your mouse to the next point and click and release again. All right, so you can see this is the basic functionality of line tool. It's going to draw a line from that first point I picked to whatever the second point I pick is. You can see the line following from that start point to my cursor, which is currently a little pencil. So one of the things you will see as I move around too, see how that turned green there, turned red here, turned blue here. What's happening is inferencing is showing me where I can trace or stay parallel to the main axes of the model. We're going to have a whole nother video on inferencing, so I'm not going to dive too deep into this right now. But know that that is a good thing. It's supposed to be happening, and it allows you to keep nice straight lines as you draw your model without any modifier keys or anything like that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw a line. I'm just going to come over here. You can see one of the things I want you to keep an eye on is this lower right corner where it says length right now. See, as I move my mouse around, it's telling me exactly how long that is. So one of the things that new users get caught up in is they try to draw exact dimensions using this. And I will tell you right now, it's just going to cause pain, heartache and pain. What this does, so if I'm looking to just draw an arbitrary line because I want to show you what the properties of a line are, I can just come over here and click. If I click right now, it's going to draw a line that is 11 foot 3 3/8". So for this example, that's fine. I'm going to go back to the select command. I'm going to pick it, and if I look at entity info, it tells me this is currently an edge. Edges are what we call single lines in SketchUp. So that is currently an edge. There it is, 11 foot 3 3/8. Perfect. That's what I wanted to do. Now, let's say I want to come down the green line, the green axis this way. I'm going to click to this point. You'll notice that as I move my mouse close to that, boom, when I get on it, it turns green and says endpoint. If I click, I don't have to click right on it, so I can click a little bit away from it. As long as that's green and says endpoint, when I click, it's going to start my next line at that point. I'm going to come down the green axis, and I want to come down exactly 8 feet. So I could do this game again where I can't get to exactly 8. All I have to do is start in the direction I want to draw, and then type in the dimension I want to put in there. Don't come down and click in the length field. You don't have to do that. It already knows that if you type, you're entering a length. So I'm just move down the green axis and I'm going to type in 8 foot. See how it shows up down there in length? And then enter. Now I've drawn an 8 foot line along the green axis. You'll notice too that after you draw a line, you stay connected to the end of that line. That happens automatically. That's a freebie. Don't have to do anything to make it happen. It just happens. If you want to disconnect, you can just hit the escape key and that will disconnect you from that point. To reconnect again, just get near it, click on the green endpoint there, and I can start pulling across here. So again, inferencing, we're not going to get too deep into this, but one of the things that inferencing will let me do is draw a line along the red axis to that point. On edge means I'm connecting to this point. See that as I move on there? Right here I have a midpoint. Here I'm connecting to the line. Inferencing is great. It's really going to make it easy to draw lines. But the important part is that to draw a line, I'm going to click release, move my mouse, click release, or click release, move my mouse into a direction, and then type an exact dimension. I did mention we'd look at the freehand command real quick. So either in the large toolbar, it's right here, it's this little squiggle line, or again, you can click and hold down on the line tool and you can click the freehand tool there. This operates a little differently and violates exactly the thing I was talking about, because the way that the freehand tool works is you do have to click and hold down the mouse button, and then you can just start drawing a squiggly line like this. When you release, it's going to turn it into a bunch of line segments. So where I picked this line before and we looked at the info and it told me it was an edge, watch what happens if I click this one. It tells me it's a curve. It tells me how many segments it was made up of and what the exact length of those pieces was, or the total line was. Or this shorter one right here, that's going to tell me that's a 19-foot curve, where this one is 101 feet. So that is the basics of using the line tool. Like I said, it's really hard to use the line tool too much without getting into inferencing, but I don't want to jump in and bite off too much to begin with. Go ahead and use the line tool to draw some shapes. It's a great way too to see how SketchUp goes about creating surfaces and breaking lines and that sort of thing. Go in and start clicking around, make some lines, draw some lines. Don't be afraid to break anything. If you're just messing around in a model, you can always close it and start over, right? Try it, use it a little bit, and we'll come back next time and we'll take a look at the next tool in SketchUp Square One. Hopefully you like that. If so, click like down below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. We create several videos a week and you'll be notified of each and every one of them if you're a subscriber. Most importantly though, please leave a comment down below. This whole series is actually happening because of comments from viewers like you. We like making these videos a lot. We like them even more when they're showing something you want to see. Thank you.